Professor, where'd you go? There. Oh.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
And here it is.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
What'd you find, Professor?
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful. It may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Oh. Of course, what will you tell them?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
That would
I
be
understand.
wise.
I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
Shiny.
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn
Revelio.
from them as well.
Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
I want shiny. Alright, fine.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Alright.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Let me go. So it wants me to teleport to that one. World map. Wow. Cool. That's just gone over me head. But that's
Professor
cool.
Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
It's a lot of studying. Let's make a trip out of town. Shall we? I'd like to go here. Don't I have fast travel points? Select waypoint, remove waypoint. interesting. Guess it was nighttime. Set me to town. Pretty sure I'm gonna fast travel points in you. I have none of these unlocked. Why am I pressed the exit? Travel. Ay.
Revelio.
That's actually quite lovely. Alright. Terribly sorry, sir. Oh, hi. What is this one? This is plants, I believe. I'm here to become a landscaper, even though I already am. Oh, look at all these new plants. Looks like a hibiscus. And this one looks like a Venus flytrap. Only modified. Yep.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see
Professor
you again,
Garlick.
Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the
like
venomous
she's short or
tentacular than the
she's-
bouncing bulb.
Young. Like,
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
some young
Accurate.
Sheldon bullshit going on here.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
These gloves aren't made for showing off.
Quickly! Take your mandrake in the new pot and cut out the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I enjoyed it.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Well, that sucks.
Dittany's restorative properties
Blind.
make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Oh. Idiot. Julie noted. Can I add magic? Probably not.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Well, that's just
Hello.
great.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages.
Revelio.
Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead.
Alright.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping
You
cabbage.
say that, but you're the one who started the
Revelio.
fight.
Now,
Drink,
see
drink,
that
drink,
dummy?
drink.
Just toss the cabbages at it. Now do the rest.
Sorry, I'm just stealing. Is there a dummy here? What am I doing?
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Okay. But what am I feeding?
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
That would be quite horrible. They're like piranhas.
Trust me,
imagining it
Leander.
already.
I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Oh, he died.
Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
Something made a noise.
What are you up to now?
Mostly stealing. It just looks like bamboo.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry,
Dragon
Mr.
hide?
Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
As am I.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you.
I mean, if there's a way to make a nuke,
Well, I
then
suppose
yes.
that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Biology.
Oh, those mandrels. The best time to plant a seed.
And you got a cert 3 in hydrology. It's like, yay. So it's not even worth it though. I see you, Paige.
Rumor is.
Out me way.
Revelio.
Now what are you connected to? Ah. Hello there. Hydra weird thingy. That's okay. Control 11 from. Maybe I'm getting this wrong. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10. Ow. No. What is that? Where is that? There. How do I do this? This doesn't make sense.
Revelio.
Oh. Oh wait, there's something here. What's further? Let me in. That way.
Maybe always someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident.
Ah. Persian speaking.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own.
Scoliosis. No,
you never know when you
legs.
might need it. Please begin.
Chair with a lot of comforting.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Oh no. Must be careful. Just throw the whole bottle in there, that'll be fine. Today we're making a fine potion. Bit of salt, a bit of rosemary. And don't be afraid to give it a bit of hint of garlic. Professor looks over to the left, I'm just cooking. I'm just cooking up lobster.
I've forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office.
Yes, you
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I can get the feather.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared
Revelio.
I shall take. I shall take. I shall take. And
your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
oh, it's gonna end badly.
Revelio.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
Hello.
Patience.
What, did I miss something? But how? It was just in there. No, I collected this. What am I hearing? There. No.
Revelio.
It's not up.
Your potion should not be that color.
I will find it. I will. Okay, fine. What am I making? Fufa potion. I've got the ingredients for this. Okay, can I make multiples?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Dragon tongue!
That's pretty cool.
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Ouch.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Oh no. Sorry, I didn't do shit. There it is.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what you're...
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Alright.
I think each of us has excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
I've made a few, man. I made a few.